Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180. I am unexpectedly at home this week, but the weather outside is awful. You can really feel winter's on its way. If you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update where I bring you my news, views and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I'm going to put 180 seconds in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, and that's it, a very simple format. So without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's Midweek 180. I have plenty to get through, so I shall start my timer. Okay, leader of the pack last week was the Noisy Man X. Congratulations, sir. Joined in the famous five by Speed Machine 35, VXR Bandit, Stevie 007 and Awais Hussein. So, whoever puts the first comment this week, you will be my leader of the pack next week, and the first 5 comments you will be in my famous 5. Where are you and what you're doing? Well, that was Gary G again, who just wanted us to all know he's now left Corsica in the private yacht he works for and is now anchored off of Saint-Tropez. Fantastic, wherever you are right now. And whatever you're doing, put it in the comments below and I'll give you a shout out next week. Last week's question was all about our thoughts on basically dawdling drivers, those people who do 40 and a 60, and overwhelmingly you were with me on this one. We don't like them very much. We don't like middle lane hoggers either. I did think that was going to be the case. This week's question, spurred on by the fact that Ruby Roadster failed her MOT last week. I want to know what your most annoying or frustrating MOT failure was for. Don't worry, Ruby now has an MOT and is fully legal and driving around. Happy days. Brilliant F1 race from Monza last weekend. An amazing win for Charles LeClerc. So chuffed. I'm a big McLaren fan and obviously cheer on Lewis, but I just think what he's doing currently, Leclerc's doing in Ferrari at the moment, is just amazing. And Vettel, what a couple of errors. Seriously? Don't know what's going on with that guy, but no, it was a good race. New car news has to be the new Defender. Finally, the covers are off. We've seen it in camo for a while. It was at Festival of Speed under camo actually, but now it's off. I'd love to know what you think. Initially, it will just be the 5-door 110 available. 4 different trim options: Explorer, Adventurer, Country and Urban from £45,000. Rapidly followed by the 3-door Defender 90 from £40,000. Couple of diesel engines to choose from, couple of petrol engines to choose from, and a plug-in hybrid coming next year. I think the 90 is my favourite. The old Defender, the short wheelbase one, was always my favourite. I love the jump seat option in the front that you can spec. I think that looks really cool. It should be amazing off-road. I've spent most of this morning looking at videos and reading articles about it. It does sound very good indeed. It can wade into water of up to 900 millimeters. That's pretty much a meter deep. That is unbelievable. And I really like the steel wheel spec option there. So we'll see. I'm sure you can probably spec one of those up very highly. Did you know the old Defender, I think, was the most expensive Land Rover in the Land Rover range, or Land Rover and Range Rover? You could spec one up to about 250,000 quid if you were a fireman and you wanted a 6-wheel drive fire engine. And then finally, this Friday's video at 6, my final driving impressions of my modified Mini with the Quaife diff and the new clutch and everything. And I'm also going to give you a full breakdown of just how much it cost. Warts and all, people, warts and all. And that, my dear peddlers, is that. Yes, unlike many YouTubers, I am actually going to talk about exactly how much Ruby has cost to modify. I think you will be surprised by the final number. I certainly was when I added it up. But yeah, also driving impressions. She's just such a different car to drive. So fast, so capable, so much fun. So you need to tune in on Friday at 6 for that one, because it's a whole bunch of fun. But yes, and don't forget, if you haven't seen my video from Monday where I talk about Ruby failing her MOT, you need to tune in for that one as well. But yes, let me know what you think about the new Defender. I like it. I think it will grow on me even more. There are some things I'm not so sure about, but I do like it on the whole. I can't wait to drive one. It can't drive any worse than the old Defender, which was, let's face it, looked great, drove rubbish. But yes, I think it's going to be a good car. Anyway, I'm waffling. So I hope you enjoyed that one. If you have done so, please give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol for plenty more content to come, and I'll see you on the next film, which is this Friday at 6, for my driving impressions after all the modifications on Ruby and the final build. I'll see you on that one, guys. You take care. Drive safe.